Today I will be explaining the postural function and the movement function of myofascial lines. Today we will be diving into the superficial back line, the superficial front line, the lateral line, and the spiral line. As our young man is standing here doing the dishes, you see that all the lines are functioning to hold him upright, and that is mostly what postural functions are of myofascial lines. They hold you together, they hold you stable, not pulling one way more than the other, balancing you out. As we start to get more into the dishes and moving, you start to see more of the lines move. There's a slight trunk flexion, which would be your lateral line. There's a slight rotation, which would be your superficial or your spiral line. The spiral line is what allows you to rotate. The lateral line is what allows you to flex your trunk laterally, as well as hip adduction, foot eversion, and as well as a stopping force. The superficial front line is flexion of the trunk and hip, as we see here as the gentleman leans down to reach under the sink. This also is the balancing force for the superficial back line, which we will get into a little later as he moves along in his chores. So now we'll see the superficial back line. As he's about to drink, here you'll see that the superficial back line allows for his body to go into back extension, and that is primarily caused by the superficial back line. Now we'll see a little bit more here as he starts to move. We'll just see a continuation of all the movements I've already mentioned to you above as he continues to go. Another side note about the functional front and the functional back lines is that they have unique features to the other superficial line, whereas they are involved in more precise movements versus just balance. So now as we see here, he's bent down, which is the superficial front line, as well as that his back straightening as he stands puts us back into back extension, which is the superficial back line, as well as he twists a little bit to pet the dog, which would be the spiral line. Now I want to just point out that these are all everyday actions done by everyday people. We need to take that into account as trainers, the amount of twisting, bending, flexing, extensing that our clients go through just in their everyday life, not even in the gym. Keep that in mind, and as always, have a good day.